and welcome to your English news broadcast live on ERi-TV. It's exactly 10:30 p.m. on Eritrea's local time from our headquarters at Asmara with your domestic and international news in brief. I'm Zahra Badouri, but first we'll begin with your major headlines for this broadcast. Community initiative to expand health services provision. College of Theology graduates on 92 students. On your international, Hurricane Fiona heads for Turks and Chickasaw Island as it kills 3. Uganda confirms Ebola outbreak after a patient dies. Welcome to your domestic in brief. As part of the effort to expand health services provision, residents of the administrative areas of Addi, Bezhanis, Amdar, and Dektasane, Dwarwa subzone constructed additional 7-room at the Bezhanis health station. The additional rooms included OPD, laboratory, as well as waiting rooms. At the inauguration event conducted on 18th September, Mr. Sirak Debus, head of the health station, said that the additional rooms constructed, worth over 700,000 nafa, will have significant contribution in facilitating the daily activity of the health station and commended the initiative the residents of the administrative areas took, pointing out that the significance of the waiting rooms in the safety of mother and infants. Dr. Emmanuel Mehratab, head of the Ministry of Health branch in the southern region, called for a judicious use of the facility for its sustainability. Commanding for the initiative the residents took with a view to ensure the health of mothers and children, as well as in the expansion of health services provision, Mrs. Amna Nur Hussain, Minister of Health, expressed readiness of the ministry to expand the needed support. At the Bezhanis health station is located 12 kilometers southwest of Dwarwa. According to documents, there are 1 health center, 6 health stations, and 1 clinic in Dwarwa subzone, providing active health services to the public. The Debrecen Holy Trinity College of Theology of the Orthodox Tewahedo Church of Eritrea graduated 221 students on 17 September in diploma and certificate programs. At the graduation ceremony that was attended by His Holiness Abune Carlos the Fifth, Patriarch of the Orthodox Tewahedo Church of Eritrea, as well as members of the Holy Synod and archbishops, 194 students were graduated in general theology, 27 in pedagogy, and 24 in priesthood. At the occasion, certificate of graduation and medals of merit was handed over to outstanding students. The representative of the graduates commanding for the educational opportunity they were provided expressed conviction to live up to expectations. On your preceding domestic 30th anniversary of Fred Hollow's Foundation was celebrated today, 20th September, at the National Confederation of Eritrean Workers Hall in the presence of senior government officials, representatives of the Fred Hollow plant, UN officials, and the Ministry of Health, as well as religious leaders. Speaking at the event, Dr. Ande Burhan Tesfatyon, Acting Director General of the Public Health at the Ministry of Health, said that Professor Fred was one of the eminent friends and supporters of the eye health program of the EPLF as of 1987. Dr. Ande Burhan went on to say that Professor Fred Hollows was very much enthusiastic when he came to the liberated areas and saw the health provisions set up, including the underground hospitals and pharmaceutical plants, and then he said that his vision for the right to sight will be successful in Eritrea And he was right. The contribution and the introduction of the modern equipment and human resources development of Professor Fred attests to his true friendship of Eritrea and its people, Dr. Burhan added. At the event, papers were presented and plans were discussed, conducted, focusing on comparative eye care in Eritrea, Burhan Aini Hospital experiences in eye health services, and the partnership with Fred Hollows Foundation, progress towards elimination of trachoma, as well as public health problems in Eritrea, as well as human resources for eye health and future direction. A video shows depicting the contribution of Professor Fred Hollows in Eritrea was also presented. On your final domestic, the National Association of Hearing Impaired organized 2-week training to 25 teachers and government workers in Amhara city. At the concluding event of the training that was conducted on 18th September, it was reported that the trainees, including 13 elementary and 12 junior school teachers. Speaking at the event, Mr. Wolde Mikael Saleh, chairman of the National Association of Hearing Impaired, expressed expectations that the trainees as teachers will have significant contribution in the improvement of lives of the hearing impaired citizens. Mr. Muse Balai, head of the association branch in the southern region, on his part indicated that there are 30,000 citizens with hearing impairment in the region, but so far only about 500 of them have been organized in the association. Mrs. Ragba Kifla, head of the education office in Amhara subzone, also expressed readiness to stand alongside the association in the successful implementation of similar training programs. The National Association of Hearing Impaired was established in June 1998 and so far has 4,000 members. Stay tuned for more on your global report after this short break. Welcome back for your global reports. Residents have been ordered to take shelter on Turks and Caicos Island as an increasingly powerful Hurricane Fiona turns towards the Caribbean archipelago, leaving deaths and destructions in Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic. The strengthening Category 2 forms predict to become a Category 3 event by Tuesday afternoon, with winds exceeding 111 miles per hour, was on track to pass close to the eastern end of the Turks and Caicos Island on Tuesday evening before heading for the southern Bahamas. Fiona dumped torrential rains in the Dominican Republic and left one person there dead on Monday after triggering major floods in Puerto Rico, killing 2 and causing widespread power blackouts across both the Caribbean islands. According to the United States National Hurricane Center, it was on course to become the first major hurricane of the 2022 season if it became a Category 3 storm. On the Turks and Caicos Island, a British overseas territory with 40 low-lying coral islands and a population of about 40,000 that sits about 700 miles southeast of Florida, the government's National Emergency Operations Center told residents of the 3 eastern islands to shelter in place and order businesses to close. All persons are to remain in order at their residence place of safety for where they seek shelter until the NEOC issues the national all-clear, the agency told residents of Garden Turk and Caicos and Salt Cay. Residents were stocking up on food and water while sheltering were being prepared for, and government issued to travel alerts for the island and a population tourist destination. On your final report, an outbreak of Ebola has been declared in Uganda after health authorities confirmed a case of the relatively rare Sudan strain the government and the World Health Organization reported. The Health Ministry Permanent Secretary Diana Twain said that the man had a high fever, diarrhea, and abdominal pain and was vomiting blood. He had initially been treated for malaria before his death. There are currently 8 suspected cases receiving care in health facilities. The WHO's Africa office said in a statement, adding that it was helping Uganda's health authorities with their investigation and deploying staff to the affected area. The WHO said that there had been 7 previous outbreaks of the Ebola Sudan strain, 4 in Uganda and 3 in Sudan. It said Uganda last reported an outbreak of Ebola Sudan strain in 2012 and an outbreak of the Ebola Zaire strain in the year 2019. Cases slightly rated off the Sudan virus have varied from 41% to 100% in past outbreaks, the Global Health Agency also added. Dear viewers, that is all for now with your domestic and international news in brief. Until we are back with some more news, stay and enjoy the rest of our programs. But until then, these are a reminder of your today's major headlines. Community initiative to expand health services provision. College of Theology graduates 92 students. Hurricane Fiona heads for Turks and Caicos Island as it kills 3. Uganda confirms Ebola outbreak after patient dies. That is all for now from us here at our headquarters in Asmara on ERi-TV. We'll leave you with the rest of our programs. Until we're back with some more news, stay tuned for the rest of our programs. Thanks for watching once more.